Dear students, my name is Manu and I am going to teach you social studies. I hope you all are well. So, dear students, today we are going to learn about maths. Our 6th class first lesson of social studies is about reading and making maps. Please check in your textbook. While I am teaching you, you can have your textbook in front of you. Okay, open the first lesson and listen carefully. Reading and making maps. So, what are the uses of maps? In the previous classes, from 3rd class, 4th class and 5th class, you have a continuation about maps. You have learned different things about maps. But in this lesson, we are going to learn more about, in detail, about maps. What are its uses and how to read a map. Read means how to understand by observing a map. Also, to make a map as our own. So, what are the uses of maps? How you thought about it? Maps are helping us to understand the structure of a place, and they give information about what type of people live there and what type of agricultural practices people practice in a place and what language they speak, what type of job the people do, what type of food they eat. All these informations we can get from a map. So, it is not possible to understand all these things from a single map. It is not possible. So, what we have to do? We have to refer different types of maps. There are different types of maps, not a single map. Okay? Many of you know and others listen. There are different types of maps are there, like political maps, physical maps, administrative maps. Okay, so what is the use of a political map? Most of us have seen political maps, especially when you go to office room. You can find a world map there, or the map of India will be available. Also, there will be map of Andhra Pradesh. So, those maps usually will be political maps. These political maps gives us information about the capitals, boundaries and main highways, railways. Okay. So, like that, if you comes into the case of physical maps giving more information about the structure of landforms. What type of land? Is it a terrain? Is it a hilly region? Is it a plateau region? Everything we can find from the physical maps. So, like that, different types of maps are there. So, in this lesson, we are going to learn about different types of maps and its uses. Not only this, in this lesson, we will learn how to make a map. Have you prepared any maps in the previous classes? If you not, definitely after learning this lesson, you will be able to make a map as your own. What type of maps? The map of your village, map of your city, or map of your school surrounding, or your map of your district, as you like. So, all this information, how to prepare a map, will be provided after learning this lesson in your mind. So you will be able to prepare a map by yourself after the completion of this lesson. So you all have to read the textbook well after the class. Read the text and understand the lesson. If you have doubts, definitely you have to ask to the teacher and clarify your doubts. Okay? So let's enter into our lesson. In the first, let's learn about district map. Which is your district? Which is your district? Our district is Anandapur. So, as the natives of Anandapur district, we all have to see the map of Anandapur district. Have you seen the district map of Anandapur? Many of you have seen and some of you have not seen. So, let's see the district map of Anandapur. So by observing the district map of Anandapur, what are the things we can understand from that? We can understand how many rivers are flowing through our district. When I am telling about how many rivers are flowing through Anandapur district, many of you are wondering sometimes. You might have not find any rivers, is it? Yes, that is true. Because one of the most driest area in the South Indian region is Anandapur district only. So, as we are in the most driest region of South India, we had many rivers which was flowing through our district in the earlier. At present also few are there, but it is not flowing properly because it has no water, little water sometimes. Many of the rivers already disappeared from the earth, disappeared from our district. Why? Because there is no water flowing through it. So, underground water level is reducing because of the over usage through borewells. When the underground water level goes down, what happens? Automatically the water sources of the rivers are reducing, and slowly these streams and rivers are disappearing. So, do you know how many rivers are there in our district? Do you know what are their names? So, let's see what are the names of those rivers first. Okay, the rivers which are flowing through our district is, first one is Penna river. Okay, first one Penna river. Second one Chitravadi. Third one Vedavadi. Fourth one Pabakni. Fifth one Swarnamukhi. And the last one is Tadakderu. Tadakderu is the last one. So, Penna, Chitravadi, Vedavadi, Pabakni, Swarnamukhi and Tadakderu. Okay. Next is other water bodies. Other than the rivers, there are water bodies are there. What are the other water bodies? They are like dams. Small check dams are there, or big dams are there, and we know in our villages we can find cherus. So in cheru, the rainwater is stored for a long period of time, and in a large amount for the purpose of agriculture, also for growing fishes. Okay, so you might have seen cherus in many places surrounding in Kalyan Durgam itself, and dams are there. Many dams are under construction at present in Anandapur district, and one or two dams. Many, I mean one or two, and there are few dams are there already, construction completed, and many of you have visited one of the dam which is very near to Kalyan Durgam. Many of you have visited. What is that? What is that dam? What is the name of that dam? Penna Ahobilam Dam. Okay, Penna Ahobilam Dam. You might have visited. If you don't have, definitely you will get a chance. Maybe you may go from your school, or you may go with your parents and visit there. There are some of the very important pilgrims temples are there. So definitely you have to go once there. So Penna Ahobilam, one of the example for a dam. You can easily travel to that place which is very close to Rayadurg. Okay, so from Kalyan Durg to Rayadurg, and from Rayadurg it is very near area. Okay, so different types of water bodies we have seen, like rivers, streams, and also dams. So these are the main informations we can find from the district map of Anandapur. Also, when you observe a district map of Anandapur, what are the other things you can do? You can find the roadways, the district headquarters, which is the district headquarter of Anandapur district. That is Anandapur only. Okay, Anandapur city. So from there we can find how many kilometer is away from Anandapur is Kalyan Durgam is located, or how many kilometer from Kalyan Durg to Rayadurg, or how many kilometers from Kalyan Durg to Kambadur, or how many kilometers from Kambadur to Kalyan Durg or Rayadurg or Madakasira. Okay, so distance of the places, main towns, name of main towns, and also if there is any railway services. You know that in Kalyan Durgam we have railway station. So about the information about the railway station, roads, bus services, and how many municipalities are there in the Anandapur district. Okay, all these informations we can find from a district map. How many mandals are there in Anandapur district, and how many people live in Anandapur district, what is the population of our district. All these information we can find from a district map. Okay, so this is about district maps, and when you take, why we study about district level maps is we will get a very clear information about a place. If you take the map of India, and if you want to study or learn more about Anandapur district, is it possible? It is not possible. Why? Because India map has a limitation to provide information. So in India map, if you take the political map of India, sometimes you may not find Kalyan Durg or Anandapur. You can find, definitely, I am telling, you will not get more details about it. Okay, what you will get more in detail in the India map? In the map of India, you will find the capitals, railways, roads, rivers, lakes, streams, or about the main cities and its boundaries, national boundaries, state boundaries only. Okay, so when you take district level maps, you will get more information about the district. When you take the state map, there will be more information about the state, especially about the state. And if you go to your municipal office, There you can find your municipality map, how many areas, how many kilometers its width and length, and which are the villages situated in this under municipality area or regions. All this information will be provided there. Okay, so this is about the district map. So let's move to the next topic.